Now, coming out of the pandemic, organizations are facing the next challenges in workplaces on how to get their teams back together in an environment that can hold all the new, positive working experiences during the pandemic, while at the same time eliminating situations that caused stressful experiences for their employees. But very important, it is how to create a team that is effective and engaged again in this after COVID-19 era. We are not going to discuss right now whether employees should be free to decide where and when they want to work or not. Because honestly, I think that no matter whether work is taking place, employees need an environment that retains all the experiences they obtain during the pandemic, experience of autonomy, and where they have a sense of belonging at the same time. So what we want to discuss with you today is what many organizations oversee, what many organizations do not focus on. And these are vital elements of teamwork that bring members closer together, help teams to be as effective and engaged possible in achieving their goals and objectives in a sustainable manner. The elements that I'm talking about are not new or specific to COVID-19 period. These are elements that are described very well by Patrick Lencioni in his book, The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. And when you apply them well as a leader, you can create extremely effective and engaged teams. I have personally and successfully applied these elements with many clients in the past, and now during and after the pandemic, I have experienced that this model is as effective as before. So I want to share how you can use this model, these elements in your organization. As you can see on the image on the screen, the first one is vulnerability, the absence of trust. When there is no trust in your team members feel that they are not vulnerable. And when there is trust, your team members, they trust each other and they share openly their challenges and limitations. So when there is absence of trust, your team will not grow because people will not discuss and go and seek for help in your team. The second one is fear and conflict. When there is fear on conflict, there might be an artificial harmony in your team because people are afraid to discuss about ideas, to bring in their own opinion because they are afraid. When there is no fear on conflict, your team is unafraid to debate about ideas and they trust each other because there is a basis of trust that is established in the team already. The third one is lack of commitment. When there is lack of commitment, there is a sense of ambiguity in your team. Things are not clear enough. There are things that are uncertain. And when there is commitment, your team members will buy in and commit to decisions that are taken in the team. And it doesn't matter how decisions are taken, as long as they see that it can benefit the team, they will buy into those decisions. The fourth one is avoidance of accountability. When your team members go and avoid accountability, you will have low standards of work and low standards of results within your team. When there is accountability, your team members hold each other accountable to group decisions, and each member will then have the sense to, I need to step up my game. And the last one is inattention to results. When there is inattention to results, it is mostly due to the fact that team members focus on their own status, on their ego, on their personal win in the team. And sometimes they are part of the team only because the team is maybe a popular team or a very popular organization, and they solely want to be part of the organization of the team because of the status that the organization can give to them. But when your team members are attentive to results, when there is attention to results, the team is focused on the success of the project and on getting results. So these are the five. So these are the five elements, and I encourage you to analyze how your team is positioned toward these five basic elements for successful teamwork. Discuss them with your team and determine how your team will give content and meaning to these elements in order to be as engaged and effective as possible. To help you implement these elements and considering the high level of effectiveness and the success that I have obtained teaching and applying this model before and after the pandemic, I have created an ebook that can help you as a leader to apply it with your team and create an effective and engaged team again and improve your teamwork. In the book, you will get assignments for you as the leader to execute separately and together with your team. Click on the link below to access the ebook. The normal price of the ebook is $70. The normal price of the ebook is $70, but because you have watched this video, you will get it for only $10 using the discount code 10 off. Have a nice day, and thank you very much for following this video, and all the success with your team. Go for effectiveness and engagement in your team.